I'm back again. Video 3 today. So yeah, we were talking about fire lighting. Fire lighting, bow drill, drilling rocks, drilling bone, drilling this, drilling that. Yeah. We're just talking about little knick-knacky things today. Right? That's what we're doing. Just the little things. Sometimes it's the details that count. The little details, right? Talked about the jungle a little bit. So this is a piece of rubber inner tube. So you can use these to make, cut them to length and then sew them with the sewing machine, and you can use them to secure things, whatnot, right? Or you can use it for fire. So you just cut strips off of this and light it, light it with your lighter, okay? And that will burn, and it's waterproof, right? So you don't have to worry about that. We talked about fat wood a little bit earlier, right? Fat wood is really great. So one of my buddies gave me, he says, I know you like old Boy Scout stuff, old Boy Scout memorabilia, right? Ooh, Bigfoot. So he gave me these. This is like a knife, fork, spoon set. I'm kind of a picky. I'm kind of a picky person. When it comes to anything, right? Of course, he gave this to me freely, which was great. Thank you very much. But I look at where stuff's made and so on, right? Okay, now this one is Imperial, but it says Korea, right? But Korea is better than China, right? Korea is better than China. South Korea, right? Stainless Korea. Now I got another old set of this Imperial, but I think it's Rhode Island, right? Because Imperial is Rhode Island. So that's cool, right? And then he gave me something else that's rather interesting that I didn't even know about, because I am not the cool kid that is up with every single thing that's going on out there. If I can get this thing buttoned up, it'll be a miracle. What the heck? There it is. Right. So, this is pretty cool, although it has a hole in it. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to fix that little hole. But it says Boy Scouts of America, right? Be prepared. So what this is it's a actual fire kit. It actually has a tiny ferro rod in here, which is interesting. Has a striker. That's probably a pretty good striker. Has a striker. There's a striker. It's not a rebranded either. It's they had it made. It's obvious. Because it doesn't look like anybody else's junk on the market. And then there's some kind of a fire tinder here, right? It's a little block of some kind of, actually it's scored so you can break it in two and use two pieces, right? Get your fire going. You just kind of crumble it up. Some kind of a sawdust block. It's probably impregnated with something. And then there's a ring here. Obviously this ring is to hold those two pieces together. And it looks like there's a piece of cotton ball down in the bottom there. That's, yeah. Whether that's supposed to be open like that on purpose, I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, it's got that ring there. Kind of just a very interesting little piece here. Something to get some kids started and on the way, really. You know, here's your fire kit, kid. You know, make fire. Yeah, put that in there. That in there. They got their own little pockets here. Put that in there. Yeah. All right. Get my hands working here. Oh yeah, that seems to want to kind of punch through. That's the thing about these things, you know. I mean, Boy Scouts of America, come on, man. You guys got to make some better quality sheaths. I know it's all made for kids, but still. So that's a very nifty little gift. Put that over here in this pile of crap. Yeah. So years ago, I don't know, a long time ago in a galaxy long far away, I was teaching people. Now this obviously is a chopstick. Obviously this is a chopstick, right? So, what do I got this chopstick for? This chopstick is for showing people how to do knots, right? Showing people how to do knots, one. Number two, it is for it is made of bamboo, right? So number two, we're using this as we're going to pretend that this is a ridgeline for a tarp, basha, right? So years ago, I was teaching people to make a prusik knot on the ridgeline, and then down here, put you a little carabiner, right? So several different areas along the top part of your basha, your tarp, they're going to have loops, okay? Some people say, oh, I just throw my tarp over the top of my ridge line and then I pull the corners down. But that's no good. Because what happens is when it rains, the water follows the ridge line underneath your tarp and then drips down. So you don't want to do that. So that's why we got hammocking tarps nowadays that have loops on the outside so that the water stays on the outside, right? So anyway, what I was going to say is that I started teaching people how to put the prusik knot on the ridge line and then have a little carabiner here, whether it's just a regular small carabiner or one of these newer S-hook carabiners, and then you clip that directly to the top of your your basha or your regular tarp, and then just put it wherever you want and make it taut, right? So I've been teaching that for a lot of years. It took off. Now you see it everywhere. So as you can see, I can pull, and it ain't sliding. Yeah, and then I just, that's the beauty of this prusik knot on your Ridgeline. I mean, it's just, it's there. It ain't going anywhere. And you just leave it in place. I go get mine out, and it's got these on the Ridgeline. So I got a Ridgeline pre-set up with that. Several of those on there. Even got the S-hooks with it. And then all I do is I pull it out, string it up, clip your basha in, tighten it out, done. See? So little things like this, right? We're talking about a lot of little things. It's the little detail things that make life easier out there. Including your Bigfoot bill. Right. So, we have not forgotten about Pulks, right? Because winter's going away. Winter is going away, right? But still cool enough. I got this long underwear on, along with my bear shirt. This is a t-shirt, but it's got a bear on it. I like bears. I had a mother bear and 2 cubs greet me at the post office last year. They just sat around. She looked at me, I looked at her, told her good morning. The cubs were playing around. She was lounging on the grass. It was awesome. I mean, you don't go up to pet them. But, a lot of black bears are fairly relaxed in New England. But you still don't want to feed the bears. You still don't want to try to pet them or none of that nonsense. They're cute, no doubt. But you got to give them their space. Got to give them their space, like all critters. Got about a minute and a half left here. So guys, I'm going to get to work on some stuff. I got some projects I need to work on. I need to work on the Pulk. Because I had all of my projects were pushed back because I had some stuff going on. Had to deal with it. Still dealing with some stuff. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So I'm going to try to work on the Pulk cover today and get that finished. And then hopefully this weekend have some time do the Pulk video. Do the Pulk video on the cover and how I got the Pulk all set up and everything. That way you guys can set your Pulks up. You guys can set your Pulks up. You can either mimic it or you can do something similar. But it's a proven design. It's been out there a while. I don't even know who came up with the actual method attaching the eye bolts and all that. It's probably that fella in Minnesota that's a hammocker. Shug. It might have been him. He might have been the one that came up with the way that those eye bolts and stuff are on the Pulk. I don't know. But I know he converted a jet sled at one time, years ago. Might have been him. but I'm not for sure. Could have been somebody else. It's how this community is. Alright guys, I'll see you later.